Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Cunningham.
See, that ain't me throwing that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You see how fast that came out, bro? I promise you that wasn't me that threw that. Dang, bro. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. All I said was hike, and it threw it. See? I didn't throw that.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense.
Dude, I promise I didn't throw that, but it's all good. Let's go. I promise you I didn't.
Start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Off of play action. Hill being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave.
You lucky they giving you that, John. I don't know why they throwing that shit like that. No, this time I didn't say nothing. I just pressed hike.
Carry for Adrian Peterson.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
You promise?
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity.
You promise?
First and 10 at the 19. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. They'll roll him out right. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington.
You better be glad I didn't run it back, though, because that should have been a touchdown. But we'll take it however you give it to him.
A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal,
See?
especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field.
Good job, Davis.
Maybe you don't feel the people
Bitch ass
around
nigga.
you are closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Hill. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays.
What happened?
Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Bush. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Hill He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So here we go on 4th. Hill. Touchdown.
Come on, Sean Taylor sitting right there to bat it down, man. They got to quit.
10 yards out. And his guys have taken a first quarter.
He's an idiot. Look at Sean Taylor. He's looking at the ball. Oh, yeah.
But hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally
all he had to do is jump.
enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first
All he had to do is jump.
Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Play fake, now Cunningham. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down.
Sit down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great
Sit down. Possum and Debo trying to save you on that one. Better sit down.
Because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They give it to Peterson.
Ooh.
About 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
We left you one-on-one, man. We left you one-on-one. You got to next time get with it, but you're 96 feet. You ain't that fast, but you got to stay with him next time. You got to stay with him next time.
Right there on 3rd down. They'll run with Peterson. And the hole closes quickly here.
That hole closed up real quick.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Cunningham looking to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cunningham. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers. Just 2 for 7 throwing the football. But he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it, here's Reggie Bush. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Hill. Steps away to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. You in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On 1st and 10, Hill. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play fake. Hill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, wide open. Complete. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Cunningham to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Hill. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there just before halftime. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Hill. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing again is Hill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Hill. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Vince Wilfork forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You lucky I'm on the phone call, bitch.
Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bush. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hill looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Hill. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, it's Bush. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Anderson's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
7 yards, the pick up there. From the 39, Hill completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's Cunningham sliding out of the pocket. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Cunningham. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Cunningham gets this one to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton. And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed. Just
Bitch-ass nigga, I didn't bump your guy. Y'all ran into each other, dumbass nigga. Let me get back on my call, stupid.
Sometimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson there to make the grab. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here.
Bitch, I just said I was on a phone call. Shut up, ho.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Off of play action, Hill. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, Peterson. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On fourth down, Hill. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal fourth down stop. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, Gibson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Anderson's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Now He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Cunningham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cunningham looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Cunningham to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. They start the drive with Peterson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Kenny Houston, the Hall of Famer, in on the tackle there. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Again, Peterson. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the air now with Hill. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give to Peterson running left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And with